Well, I had a bit of a debacle a few weeks ago where I bought a net-on shortwave radio and the thing didn't work. So I was left with a pile of scrap and I decided to buy one in this country, shortwave radio, being that I wanted to go back into shortwave. So this has come from my friendly radio shop, Radioworld. Great Whirley Street or whatever it is, somewhere in the Midlands, I think. So I've opened the box, oops, and I've cut the ticket, and I've now decided to undo this box for the first time. It's never been opened before. There is the power supply. I'll just put the camera down a minute and take out the radio. Oh, there's some kind of funny looking plug in here. So, a funny wall wart. Oh, this one looks like a proper power supply. It's proper transformer. Yeah, Guangdong City, and it's got one of these horrible, oh, the screw's not been done up. It's got one of those horrible converter plugs, Euro plugs. I call it the Euro Didac. They don't seem to be making anything today with an English plug on it. Everything's got this horrible foreign plugs on it. So there was the Tecsun s2000. I just checked the box to make sure there's no damage to the box. That's how it comes. This has never been opened before. I've ordered some PL259 converters for the plugs. Just put this strap around my neck. It'll only get in the way. So there's the manual, or as I call it, the E-manual. In there is these ENC solderable plugs. I've got some converters so I don't have to cut my coax. Did a lot with amateur radio for a number of years, but that's gone dead. I decided to go back and sell that stuff and buy a shortwave and do most of my amateur stuff through the internet using online systems, because I'm in a house where you can't have an aerial outside, so it's very, very difficult to do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift the Tecsun S2000 out of the box. First time I've really done an unboxing video. Sorry about the waviness of the camera. So this has just come out of the box. It's never been opened. I took a nick out of my finger when I opened the cardboard box downstairs. It comes packed in this bag. It's just got sellotape around it. Quite a lot of sellotape around that. So what we'll do now, the sellotape is out. There's the radio. Plastic body. Plastificado. Actually, I'm surprised it's a lot better made than I actually thought it would be. I had some sort of visions of it being pretty awful. But I'm actually surprised at the quality of the actual radio. Let's try the knob. Knob's reasonable. It's a bit wobbly, but not anything to really worry about. It's not worth the my 450D. That had a bit of a slight little wobble if you wobbled it. So that was fine. And I'm actually very, very surprised how well made it is. I didn't realise it would be any good at all. I thought it would just be a lump of shit there, but it seems to be a lot better made than I actually thought it would be. That's the front. It's got its own signal meter. It's got the knobs are very nice. I don't know what the knobs are made of. By the feel of it, they feel like aluminium. Like they're metal, some kind of aluminium. And I'm liking what I see already. That's the aerial. Quite a substantial antenna. Bit of dust on it, but it looks as though it's not been touched by human hands. I bought it brand new from, as I say, radioworld. That's the back. There's a line out, some 455 kilohertz. Made in China. Unfortunately, it's not made somewhere else, made in England or made in Japan or anything. That's underneath. I'm just checking that there's no scratches or any marks on it. This is one of the reasons why I try to buy most of my electrical stuff new. There's not very much difference between buying something like this new and buying it second hand actually. A lot of people say that I save a little bit of money, but you get the peace of mind if you buy it second hand. I think there's a 2-year guarantee on it. I'll have to check with radioworld. I'll ring them up and find out. So it's got a bass, a treble, a volume, a duet entry keypad, which is a must for me, and it's got an RF gain, a squelch, and a BFO. So what I've got is I haven't read it yet. I shan't. What I do is I don't put anything on until I read the manual. A lot of amateurs or shortwave people never use manuals, but I think that's silly, because how are you going to know how to use something properly without doing that? I've got the receipt for it. I shall ring up and thank radioworld for sending it so speedily, and find out how long the guarantee is for. I did a trade for my old 450 Yaesu. The reason why is I wasn't using it, and I'm using mainly online amateur radio these days. And talking around the world, a lot of people say, well, it's not real radio. Well, to me, I'm making the contact, and I've made loads of friends on that. So it was part exchange for the 450. So I'll have to find out how long the guarantee on it is. I'll ring them up and find out, and then we'll do another video on how it works. Just a quick look at the side, because I never did that. There's the antenna ports, which is very important, because I'm going to use my long wire up in the loft. A couple of small little marks on one side. It looks like just some marks from me getting out of the bag, I think. But we'll check that a bit later. So give it a couple of hours, and I've read the manual, mucked around with it, and we'll put it on and see what I can pick up. So 73, and I'll catch you all again soon.